Hello everybody, and welcome back to our channel. So today's video will be a geography quiz. I have done a few other geography quizzes on the channel. I'm going to leave a link to a playlist full of them somewhere around here. But I will say that this one is one of the most challenging ones so far. So the way this quiz works is I will be asking you 10 geography related questions. Then I'll give you 4 options, and if you pick the right one, you get 1 point. So there are 10 points in total at stake today. Please, at the end of the quiz, let me know down below how many points you got, as well as what were your answers to all of the questions. So, yeah, let's just get started. Okay, so question number 1 asks, which country has the most time zones in the world? So the most time zones. Is it option A, Russia? Is it option B, the United States of America? Is it option C, France? Or is it option D, China? The most time zones in the world. I'm going to give you some time to think about question number 1. And in a little bit, I'll ask you to lock in one of the options. So, which country has the most time zones? Russia, USA, France, or China? A, B, C, or D? What do you think? Is it Russia, is it the USA, is it France, or is it China that has the most time zones? What's your guess? Okay, I'm going to ask you to lock in one of the options. Do you have your option locked in? Perfect, so let's check. The country with the most time zones in the world is option C, France. So France has 12 time zones due to its overseas territories. So not only the country that we'll see in Europe, but all the other overseas territories also count. Good job, did you get this one right? Alright, let's move on to question number 2. So which landlocked region is not completely surrounded by just one other country? So let's take a look at our options. We've got option A, Andorra, option B, San Marino, option C, Vatican City, and option D, Lesotho. So out of these 4 options, 3 of them are completely landlocked by only one country. Only one of them isn't. So which one of these 4 is not completely landlocked by just one other country? Is it Andorra, San Marino, Vatican City, or Lesotho? I think this question might be a little bit difficult to interpret, so I'm going to give you some time to read it and consider the options. So it is not completely surrounded by just one other country. So it's surrounded by more than one country or regions. Which option do you think is the one that is surrounded by more than one region or country? Is it Andorra? Is it San Marino? Is it the Vatican City? Or is it Lesotho? What do you think? Do you have your option locked in? Okay, can I reveal the answer? So the only one of these regions that is not completely surrounded by just one country is, let's see, option A, Andorra. So Andorra is surrounded by both Spain and France. Good job to get this one right. So both San Marino and the Vatican City are completely surrounded by Italy, and Lesotho is completely surrounded by South Africa. So Andorra is the only country that is surrounded by both Spain and France. Good job to get this one right. Alright, let's move on to question number 3. And question 3 asks, which country has the longest coastline in the world? The longest coastline. So option A, we have Russia. Option B, Brazil. Option C, Canada. And option D, we have Australia. So the longest coastline in the world. It's one of these options. I'm going to give you some time to think about them. Which one of these countries could have the longest coastline in the world? Is it Russia, Brazil, Canada, or Australia? What is your guess for question number 3? Russia, option A, Brazil, option B, Canada, option C, or Australia, option D, the longest coastline. Do you have a guess? Okay, let's check in if your guess is correct. Are you ready? So the correct answer for question number 3 would be option C, Canada. And Canada has a coastline of about 202,080 kilometers, making it the country with the longest coastline in the world. Good job. Did you get this one right? Okay, moving on to question 4. Which country is home to both the lowest and highest point in Africa? So one of these countries has both the lowest and the highest point in Africa. Which one is it? So for option A, we have Tanzania, or Tanzania, I'm not sure how to pronounce it in English. Option B, we have Kenya for option B. So for option C, we have Ethiopia, and for option D, we have the Democratic Republic of Congo. So Tanzania, Kenya, Ethiopia, or Democratic Republic of Congo. Which one of these African countries has both the highest and the lowest point in Africa? And this means by, so how many meters above and under the sea level. So only one of these countries has both the lowest and highest points in Africa, in the African country. Which one is it? Tanzania, Kenya, Ethiopia, or Democratic Republic of Congo? A, B, C, or D? What is your guess for question 4? I'm going to give you some time to think about this one. What do you think? A, B, C, or D? Tanzania, Kenya, Ethiopia, or Democratic Republic of Congo? Lowest and highest points in Africa. Okay, are you going to lock in your answer? Let's see if you're correct. So I'm going to reveal the answer now. 3, 2, 1. Correct answer is option A, Tanzania. So the highest point in Tanzania is Mount Kilimanjaro with 5,895 meters above the sea level, and the lowest point is the floor of Lake Tanganyika. I'm sorry for mispronouncing it, which stands at 1,471 meters under the sea level. So, correct option is A, Tanzania. Great job, did you get this one right? Alright, moving on to question 5. We're already halfway through the quiz. So question 5 asks, which capital city sits at the highest elevation in the world? So we're still talking about high points on question 5. So which one of these 4 capital cities stands at the highest elevation? So option A, we have Quito, Ecuador. So Quito, the capital of Ecuador. Option C, we have Bogota in Colombia. Bogota in Colombia. Option C, we have La Paz, Peru. La Paz, Peru. And for option D, we have Kathmandu, Nepal. Kathmandu, Nepal. Again, sorry for mispronouncing all of those capital cities. But which one of these 4 options stands at the highest elevation? What do you think? I'm going to give you some time to think about question number 5. A, B, C, or D? Which option you think has the correct answer for question number 5? So let's repeat again. So we have option A, Quito, Ecuador. Option B, Bogota, Colombia. Option C, La Paz, Peru. Or option D, Kathmandu, Nepal. What do you think is the correct answer for question 5? Okay, are you going to lock in that guess? Perfect, let's see if you're correct. So the capital city that sits at the highest elevation in the world is option C, La Paz in Peru. So it stands at around 3,640 meters above sea level, making it the most elevated capital city in the world. Great job. Did you get this one right? Okay, let's move to question number 6. Question 6 asks, which country has the highest number of active volcanoes? So active volcanoes. So which one of these 4 options is the correct one? So for option A, we have Indonesia. Option B, we have Japan. Option C, Philippines. And option D, USA. The highest number of active volcanoes. I'm going to again give you some time to think about question 6. And in a little bit I'll ask you to tell me which option you're locking in. A, Indonesia, B, Japan, C, Philippines, or D, the USA. Highest number of active volcanoes. A, B, C, or D? What do you think? Indonesia, Japan, Philippines, or United States of America? A, B, C, or D? What's your guess? Alright, are you going to lock in your answer? Perfect, let's see if your guess is correct. So the country with the most active volcanoes in the world is option A, Indonesia, with around 130 active volcanoes. Good job. Did you get question 6 right? Alright, let's move on to question 7. Which is the only continent with land in all 4 hemispheres? So, all of the north, the south, the east, and the west hemisphere. The only country that has land in all of these 4 hemispheres. So for option A, we have Asia. For option B, Europe. For option C, South America. And for option D, Africa. Which one of these continents is the only one to be in all 4 hemispheres? North, south, east, and west. I'm going to give you some time to think. Asia, Europe, South America, or Africa? What do you think? Which one is the correct answer? A, B, C, or D? Do you have a guess? Okay, you're going to lock in your answer. Perfect. Let's check if your guess is correct. So the only continent with land in all 4 hemispheres is option D, Africa. Great job. Did you get this one right? Okay, question number 8 asks, which country has the most natural lakes in the world? Natural lakes. So, is it A, Finland? Is it B, Brazil? Is it C, Russia? Or is it D, Canada? Country with the most natural lakes. Finland, Brazil, Russia, or Canada? What do you think? Giving you some time to think about this question. Is it Finland? Is it Brazil? Is it Russia? Or is it Canada that has the most natural lakes? What do you think? A, B, C, or D? What is your guess for question number 8? Finland, Brazil, Russia, or Canada? Which answer makes the most sense to you? A, B, C, or D? Okay, I'm going to ask you to pick one of the answers to lock in. Okay, have you chosen your option? Perfect. Let's see if your guess is correct. So the country with the most natural lakes is option D, Canada. So Canada has about 60% of the world's natural lakes. So most of the world's natural lakes are found in Canada. Good job. Did you get this one right? Okay, let's move on to question number 9. Let's see. So for question number 9, we have, which country has the most borders with other countries? I'm missing an S over here. Which of these 4 countries has the most borders, shares the most borders with other countries? Option A, Russia. Option B, Ecuador. Option C, Germany. Or option D, China? What do you think is correct option for question number 9? Which of these 4 countries shares the most borders with other countries? So it has the most neighboring countries. What is your guess? Russia, Ecuador, Germany, or China? A, B, C, or D? What's your guess? Do you have a guess? Alright, can we lock in your answer? Let's see which country has the most or shares the most borders. Okay, let's see. So the correct answer is... So both answer A and D are correct because China and Russia share the same amount of borders. So both of them share borders with 14 countries. So if you picked Russia or China, you get 1 point either way, and you get an extra point if you picked both. So if you knew that Russia and China had the same amount of borders and were tied as with the first place, then you get 2 points for question 9. Good job, did you get this one right? Okay, let's move on to the final question of today's quiz. Question 10. Which river carries more water to the sea than any other river on Earth? So I think a bit of a more unique question, but still falls into the geography category. So which river carries more water to the sea than any other river on Earth? So is it the Nile River? Is it the Amazon River? Is it Yangtze River? Or is it the Mississippi River? Carries more water into the sea than any other. Nile, the Amazon River, Yangtze, or the Mississippi River? Which one do you think carries the most water to the sea? A, B, C, or D? What is your guess for question 10? I'm going to give you some time to think about which answer you want to lock in, and in a little bit we will see if your guess is correct. So, what do you think? A, B, C, or D? Nile, Amazon, Yangtze, or the Mississippi River? Okay, so do you have your guess locked in? Can we check for the correct answer? Okay, let's do it. So, the river that carries most water to the sea is option B, the Amazon River. Good job, did you get this one right? Okay, so the quiz came to an end. Thank you so much for watching. So again, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you liked this quiz. Please let me know down below how many points you got, as well as what were your answers to all of these questions. Also, if you would like to see a different type of quiz around the channel, please also make sure to let me know in the comments. I'll be reading them. And yeah, again, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you liked it, and see you soon. Bye!